I can get. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the June 11th meeting of the Design Review Board. I'm going to go ahead and call this meeting to order and like to start the morning with the Pledge of Allegiance. So if you please stand.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First item on our agenda is to approve the minutes from our March 12th, 2025 session. Do I have any comments? Second.
Just now receiving this, so.
Let's give us one moment.
I did have a question. This was Magnolia Gardens where they were talking about their sign,
Yes,
correct?
yes.
I know we approved it, we approved the location, but they never presented any materials or anything like that. Was that something that we should have also considered at that time or no?
The applicant was here with material.
They were here with the materials.
Right, but we never looked at them. It was never discussed or reviewed, so.
I don't think we all had a question. I think the main was the location, and I don't think we had an issue with what was presented in the packet
Okay.
for materials.
It was the standard grades.
Standard,
It's in the guidelines.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I move to approve the minutes of
March 12th.
March 12th, so
It's
March 12th, sorry.
okay. I second.
We'll do a roll call since
Oh,
Councilman
sorry.
Sampson's online so that we know we have a quorum.
Okay.
Lawrence, do you want to do roll call?
I'm sorry, say it one more time.
Do you want to call roll call on Board Member Mudd's motion to approve the March 12th, 2025 minutes?
Miss Amy,
Here.
No.
Miss Betty,
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
and Councilman Sampson.
Councilman Sampson, are you there? He is online, correct, Lawrence?
Yep, he's here.
Well,
So you have a quorum.
well,
Okay, so we do have a quorum.
okay. I wanted to hear Councilman Sampson's voice.
Did raise his hand as here. Online. I'll second the motion to approve the minutes from the March 12th meeting. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those in favor, all those not in favor, oppose.
Councilman Sampson, are you there? Just need to acknowledge the. Councilman Sampson?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Thank you.
Okay, my mic was off. I wasn't allowed to speak.
Oh.
It just popped up to give me, it just gave me the ability to speak. So
Okay,
I'm
good.
able to speak now.
Thank you.
Okay.
So the motion was made in the second, to approve the March 12th, 2025 minutes. And the question was called, both, Chair, Henley and Board Member Mudd voted, to affirmatively approve the minutes. Do you agree or disagree with the motion to approve?
I agree. I heard everything. I've been on for 10 minutes. I just never had the option to actually
Thank you.
turn on the mic or turn on my video until just now.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, great. So motion passes unanimously.
Yeah.
3-0 with, Board Member, Kearney absent.
And the first item on our agenda for discussion and review today is the Starlight Media electronic messaging display. Do we have a representative from the project with us online today? You would like to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Chair, while we're waiting for, him to respond, I just wanted to bring up a, error and clarification.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
I just wanted to, if I may, Mike, I just wanted to clarify that in the staff report, I indicated at the time of the writing that there was not another shopping center in town that had electronic reader board sign. I've given you all copies to demonstrate that there actually is. It's at the Roswick Crossing Shopping Center. So you all have images of those reader boards as they exist and are being operated. So I just want to make that clarification. So I'm sorry, I'll turn it back to you, Chair.
Thank you. So the project is to install 2 electronic messaging boards within the La Plata Plaza North Shopping Center. I do believe that these were already installed and we're now looking to amend the plan for legalizing the installation of those 2 electronic reader boards. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. The electronic reader boards, as you stated, are currently extant in the shopping center. They match the existing ones that are already in the Roswick Crossing Shopping Center. They're approximately 5 foot 2 inches high by 2 foot 11 inches wide. The applicant has included the modifications in the common sign program, which staff has reviewed and has worked with the applicant on. Staff also included suggested conditions of approval that the applicant has reviewed and consents to for the installation of those signs and for the inclusion of the common sign program.
Does the applicant have any comments?
I would just like to make a few comments. First of all.
Mike, can you identify yourself for the record, please?
Okay, my first name is Michael. My last name is spelled RZYMEK. And I'm a consultant for Starlight Media.
Thank you.
And I'm the person who filled out all the paperwork and they've been working with you guys this throughout. As you stated earlier, this board in September of 2023 approved the operation of 2 of these electronic media displays at Roswick Shopping Center. They have been operating there at Roswick Plaza for approximately 2 years, and there's been no complaints from tenants, patrons, or neighbors. We are recommending that the board follow the staff recommendation to approve DRB 01/2025. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Or do we have any?
I have issue. I don't know who to direct it to. The original signage that was electronic signage that was installed at Rosewick was approved, but it again was approved after the fact that those signs were already installed. So I don't agree with the ask for forgiveness versus asking for permission philosophy. I don't know if the town staff has been inspecting, if there has been, the inspectors have noted any violations, these signs, if any fines have been attached to signs being put up without going through the proper procedure. And now we have a second situation where the signs have been installed without prior approval, and now we're asking to approve after the fact. So I do have issues with the continuing process of installing signs without going through the process, getting approval because they're there, and then having that same situation happen a second time.
If I can,
Okay,
Go ahead.
go ahead, Mike.
if I can respond, Starlight Media is growing at a large rate. And one of the things they've done is to have me be more proactive on each location. And I apologize to the board because there was a confusion within the company of which location was approved, or both of them were approved. And that was my fault. Once we found out there was a problem, we turned the signs off. And we've been working with staff since then. And we were able to reach an agreement so they can operate. And also the location where it is, the shopping centers is owned by Phillips Edison, and Phillips Edison really enjoys these and wants this because it helps their tenant, which helps the town because they stay open. So I apologize for the confusion within Starlight that was caused by me.
I guess my question is also to the town. Has there been any fines assessed for the violations of installation without permission?
No, ma'am, there's not. Code enforcement was aware of it. They were, as my understanding from the code enforcement office, that violations had been sent to encourage them to submit an application to bring them in front of the design review board as soon as possible. I'm only aware of the more recent history as I just recently began with the town. But no, there's been no fines associated with it. Typically code enforcement or planning would look for collaboration with an applicant. Even if they do something without permits or approvals first, it's getting them here and to cooperate with our process is really our end goal.
Well, at this point, the cooperation is only on the side of the town. because those signs are already installed. So the town just has to, as we're doing today, find a way to make them legal versus having the code and process followed prior to installation.
Yes, ma'am.
And that happens quite frequently throughout the time that I've been on the DRB.
No, it does happen. You're absolutely right. And the only thing we can try to do is redouble our efforts, either online or otherwise, to inform the community that you need permits for certain types of applications, but may require design review board approval for making modifications.
Once the illegal signs have been identified, and having them go through the process to make them legal,
Mhm.
there could still be fees and fines assigned to them for not going through the process, specifically in this case, because this is the second incident of these signs being installed without going through the proper procedures.
I will certainly convey your concerns to the town manager
And a point of
about
revenue
that.
as well.
And yeah, it's in as well as code enforcement. But for today's exercise, it's really about the
Well, and-
compatibility of the sign with the shopping center.
Sure. Sure.
Any other comments? Mr. Sampson, anything?
Nope. All the questions I had were already asked.
Okay. So the suggested conditions of approval for this signage and the common sign plan for the La Plata Plaza North Shopping Center are that all previously approved versions of the La Plata North Shopping Center shall be deemed null and void and shall be replaced with this approved sign plan from the Design Review Board on June 11th. The applicant shall obtain all necessary building and electronic permits for both the electronic messaging signboards installed at the shopping center prior to the operation of each sign. The applicant shall demonstrate to the Director of Planning that the lighting intensity of the electronic messaging board shall not exceed an illumination intensity equal to 15 watts, which is consistent with the La Plata Community Guidelines, design guidelines. The common sign program shall be amended to include this provision under Section 9, shopping center electronic messaging displays prior to the issuance of any permits for the messaging and signboards. And finally, the property owner shall content in writing to these conditions of approval prior to issuance of any permits for the legal installation and use of the approved electronic messaging signboards.
And that's my apology, it should say consent, not content.
Okay. Well, the consent in writing to these conditions. My apologies.
No, that's my mistake.
I will motion to approve this project based on these conditions for approval for the La Plata North Shopping Center Common Sign Program.
We need a
Do I
second.
have a second?
I second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All those not in favor, nay. Right. The common sign plan for La Plata Plaza North Shopping Center has been approved. Thank you so much. The next item
Thanks,
on
board,
our
for their
agenda
time.
is the staff report. You're welcome.
Thank you.
No, ma'am, I have nothing to add at this time.
Thank you. Town council report. Councilman Sampson, do you have anything you'd like to report?
Not at this time.
Okay, thank you very much. Then I will put a motion in to adjourn the June 11th session of the Design Review Board. All right, all those in favor say aye. All those opposed
Aye.
say. All right, thank you very much. This session of the Design Review Board is adjourned.
9:24 a.m.
Thank you.